Hi everyone, my name is Julie. This is Keep Calm with Books and Coffee. I talk about books on this channel, mainly books about magic. If you want to see more of that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. But today we're going to talk about my pile of possibilities for April. Does anyone know where March went? Because I didn't find her. I feel like I lost her somewhere in the month, and now we are going into April and I do not know where March went. But anyway, I'm really excited to jump into my reading for April because I'm going to be participating in Jess's TBR Takedown-a-thon. I will have Jess linked down below if you want to participate. This is a really simple readathon that if you read a book off your TBR, you have won the readathon. You have succeeded at the readathon if you read a book off your TBR. I am, of course, going to make it more complicated than that. And Jess also has a bingo board of prompts if you'd like to kind of do hard mode of the readathon. Originally, I was planning on reading all books from my physical TBR for this, but after a while, I started to think I should try and read some books from all of my TBRs. And what I mean by that is I have a physical TBR shelf over here. I also have my NetGalley TBR, and I also have my like Libro FM / Audible catalogs of audiobook library that I have bought and purchased that I would like to read books off of there. So I'm trying to remember to pull from these TBRs as well. First of all, I have 4 secret books that I can't tell you about that are part of vlog projects that I am going to be reading in the first half of April. So you'll be seeing these videos soon. I just can't tell you when I'm reading for them. And I'm really excited to jump into all of these books. But these are 4 like obligations I have that I'm not going to talk about today, but they are sitting out here. Then we also have buddy reads and read-alongs that I am going to try to be participating in. So the first one is The Raven Boys by May Stiefvater. I'm going to be reading this on sprints with a few friends at the end of the month, so I will have that announcement linked if you want to check it out. But this is going to be something I have to read on a specific day, so this is definitely one that I am putting on my TBR for the month. Then we also have Heartless by Elsie Silver. I am really excited to try this cowboy romance. This has been floating around on my radar for a couple of months now, and Claire from Claire's Creative Corner, Brittany and Leandra are hosting a read-along for the entire series over the next few months. So I'm going to start with Heartless. They're also similar names, but Heartless for the first month in April. That I'm also really excited to get to At First Spite by Olivia Dade. I loved the Spoiler Alert series last year when I read it, and I'm really excited to get to this one. This is her newest release, and in this we are following a young woman whose engagement has just gotten broken, and I believe the brother who broke up the engagement lives across the street, so she's going to be a terrible neighbor and just kind of do whatever she wants in revenge. It sounds fantastic. I am really ready to read this. I recently picked up the audiobook, which is on my Libro FM TBR, so that's where I'm pulling this from, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is Brittany's Patreon book club book of the month, so we're going to be reading that, and I'm super excited to read it and talk about it with everyone. Then I have my in-person romance book club book, and that is This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. I don't know a ton about this, just the like kind of taglines that I have seen, that it's single mom, single dad, and then like second chance romance ideas, so this sounds like it could be fun. I'm excited to try it, and romance book club is something that I've really enjoyed, so I'm definitely going to try to get to this month. Then a few other things that I would like to read, and I'm hoping to also make time for some mood reading in here, so we'll see how that goes. But the first being A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. This is one that I got in a subscription a few months ago, and I am really excited to pick it up. I picked this up when I was waiting for something to start, like I took a book along in my bag and I was waiting for an event to start. Started this and was enjoying it, but I haven't had the time to go back to it yet, so I'm really hoping to get to this soon. And then we also have Song of Silver Flame Like Night by Amelie Wenzel, and this is one that has been sitting on my TBR for about a year from Illumicrate, and I just really want to get to it. All of a sudden it snags my attention every time I walk past my TBR. It's gorgeous. The end papers are gorgeous too, like the sprayed edges, and I'm just super curious about this, so I would like to try it and see if I like it, and we'll see where we go from there. Hopefully I have time for it. And then the other book that I'd like to pull from my from my audiobook library TBR is A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. This is one that has been on my radar for years, and I recently saw Danny Dabbles talk about it and kind of remind me that I want to read it. So I'm going to put this on here hoping that I can get to it. It sounds like one that would be, you know, fun to get off the TBR and start a new series with this. So I really want to try this as well. Then my NetGalley TBR has these 4 books on it that are from 2019. So basically what happened with me in NetGalley is that I signed up for NetGalley and started requesting ARCs in 2019, and these are the 4 that are left from that time. But what happened is I read a couple of books, and then 2020 happened and I forgot about NetGalley. So I haven't really requested anything from there until 2024, so it has been a while. So I'd like to give these 4 a shot and try and take them off of my, you know, NetGalley shelf that is to be read. So we'll see where these go. But those are the 4 that I have. And then I also always like to show you guys what I have on my holds list from my library. So if you're interested in that, because I love to see what could be possibly coming up from people. So these are things that I have on my TBR from my library that could show up. I could also deliver later all of these, but these are all possibilities as well. And then I am also currently still working on my reread of Godkiller by Hannah Kanner. This I would like to read before I jump into Sunbringer, because I did read Godkiller a few months ago, and I just want to kind of have all the details firmly in my mind when I jump into Sunbringer, because I loved this so much, and I got a paperback copy to annotate while I'm rereading. So April sounds very overwhelming. So I am really hoping to get through some of this by the end of the month, and I'm really hoping that April is a fun, exciting reading month for me. I have decided to skip Aurelium this time just because I have so many things that I am like obligated to read, and I started to try and fit them into Aurelium prompts, and it just wasn't working 100% for what my calling has been in the past. So I've just decided that I'm going to skip it this time, and we will participate sometime again in the future, because I do enjoy that readathon, but it's just not going to fit into my schedule this time. And that's it. That is all the books that I am hoping to read in the next few weeks. I have, of course, also put up a TBR of books that I am hoping to read over the next few months recently. So if any of those end up fitting in here, I will also be, you know, keeping those on my radar. But these are the ones I'm kind of like are calling to me right this second. And also I got a lot of project ideas when I posted that TBR, so those might be coming, but not immediately, because I have to figure out projects to include those in. So anyway, very excited to read all of this. What is on your TBR for April? Are you doing any of these buddy reads? Like I said, everybody will be linked down below for the ones they're hosting and such, but I can't wait to read these books. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye!